Hi, everybody. Waiting to see if we get people to come on. If not, we're just going to start shortly. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's 10:01. This is Katy Perry, called Kiss Me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned that I wanted to speak about expanding your capacity to receive. And I had another subject that I was going to talk about. Someone mentioned last week they wanted me to touch on a subject. So I'm going to go ahead and do that subject. I don't know, maybe Thursday or Friday. I have to see when I can talk about that. However, it'll be like a quick one. I'm not going to schedule it. It'll be, hi Sandra, nice to see you. Hi Bhumika. So what I'm going to do is I posted this yesterday on my personal profile, and I always ask, what message should I share with you guys? And it was the same what I posted in my profile, which was expanding your capacity to receive. So I've had an exponential amount of growth in the last 6 months in my healing business. And I wondered why it took me 2 years to get where I'm at today. And I'm very, just so you guys know, I am the founder of Healing Feminine Healers of the World. The reason why I created this group is because I believe there's a lot of light workers just starting out. There's an energy shift going on for the last year or so where light workers are starting to realize that their soul is tugging them in a different direction. And they don't have a place, one, to learn about their path, two, healers have to heal themselves in order to heal others. There's no way around it. In order for you to give, you have to heal first. And that was my journey at the beginning, not knowing that that was the route that the universe was taking me. I had no idea that I was going to be doing this. However, I did know that my soul just wanted to purge. So it wanted to purge all these old beliefs that I had, and it's led me to here. So, and then the other thing that I do with my healers is I help you with your spiritual business so you can start being able to live off of your soul passion, your soul mission of what you're being called to do. Not necessarily my healing modality, but whatever healing modality you are being called to do. And what I tell my clients is, do whatever resonates with your soul, because whatever that is that you're being drawn, whether it's Reiki, whether it's being an oracle reader, or whether it's you being just a different type of healing modality. So whatever it is, you've done that before. And that is the reason why you are being pulled into that direction. And the great thing about working with me is I help you get yourself off the ground with your spiritual business. And I also help you with your money story, meaning there is a relationship that we have with the energy of money. And I also help you clear that up so you can start flowing with that energy of money and aligning with that, so you can start bringing in that flow into your business. So I'm very excited to have you guys here. Like I said, we're going to start with expanding your capacity to receive. So going back into my original post, So I work with the archangels and ascended masters. And the one that started working with me 2 years ago solidly has been the ascended master Jesus. His other name that he has, his celestial name is, he's also called as Sananda. And he was with me, and I just got an intuition hit just the other day as to why it took me 2 years to get to this place where I am today. And in his teachings, hi Erica, nice to see you. So in his teachings for me, it was helping me expand my capacity with the teachings, and the teachings were expanding my capacity to be able to receive. And that is what I'm paying forward to the people that work with me, because that's exactly what you will be learning in our soul sessions, how you are doing that. And I am so excited that I had this journey, even though I didn't understand it. I did not understand why I was, missing opportunities, why someone was getting ahead. Not that it was a competition, but I just felt I was being left behind. And why I wasn't aligning with my desires, and why I wasn't starting to see any type of clientele, cash flow. It was like nothing was aligning. And your experience and your journey is different from mine, but what is not different is releasing old emotions, old beliefs. And I'll go more into that as I go into this topic. But what I want to let you know is that was my struggle. I can say that at that time, that's what I was experiencing. And now that I'm in a different level of just receiving, that is where I can share with you how to get there. So basically, normally people live in survival mode, right? Or they're trapped in their world. That's just basically how it is living in the 3D dimension. That is where we are living in the worry, in the fear, in the not knowing. You're living in scarcity. You're living in a duality that everything is an illusion. It's not what you think it is, but it's an illusion. So it's getting past that barrier. So you need to be pursuing personal empowerment, self-realization, enlightenment, and spiritual expansion. So as you are working in these things, you are going to transcend into different vibrational levels. So as you open yourself to receive in a greater way, life will give you that capacity to receive. So in order for you to move into a vibrational alignment with physical manifestation that you wish to see, you have to believe you deserve more. You have to believe you want more. And you would not be surprised of people saying, yes, I want this and I want that and I want to live a certain way. But your belief is not matching your words. And what is hidden underneath are all these layers of beliefs of you having lack in feeling lack or scarcity that you don't have what other people have, that you are feeling you're not worthy, you're feeling that you don't deserve more, and you're feeling that you're not meant to be more, or you're feeling that you just aren't qualified to do what you're supposed to do because this is something new. This is something different from maybe your career. And that's what happened to me. This is something different, or maybe there's people that are already with their gifts and you haven't quite come into your own with your gifts. So all that are beliefs that are keeping you basically, like I call it, like sandbags. So your vibration just goes down because all these things are creeping up, and that's your ego speaking to you. So if you have all these things, basically you are not in alignment with receiving. And that is what I want you to be aware of, because you are supposed to receive everything. You are entitled to everything. And that tugging of you wanting to do, let's just say Reiki, that is because you are meant to do that, regardless of where you are in your spiritual growth, regardless where you are at with your spiritual knowledge. So I want you to realize that that has no bearing. It has no bearing. What has bearing to your being stuck or feeling you're not moving fast enough is you having all these core beliefs that are unhealed. And I will share with you, I had a I had a session with someone this week, and she told me, I thought I was doing everything to get to where she's supposed to be with her spirituality, with her business, or whatever her situation was. So she thought that by her doing everything herself, that she was making headway. And what she realized in the healing session with me was that some things surfaced up that she never had an idea would surface up. And she actually, I think, even blocked it. So what happens is I work in the subconscious through theta state, and whatever needs to be healed, that is what surfaces up for you. And sometimes the ego will block these things. Why? One, to keep you protected. Two, it doesn't want to face the unknown, because what are you doing? You are going to basically create like a tornado, in the sense that it's not feeling secure anymore. You're now stepping into a place where you don't know what's going to happen. And so your ego, what it wants to do is be like, no, we are safe right here. We're not moving. So it starts being your inner critic. And then you start basically agreeing with that inner critic. And all you're doing is keeping yourself in that same place. So that was interesting for this gal, was that she realized that she also needed healing. And just to let you know, every healer needs a healer. Just because I'm doing things doesn't mean that, yes, I am at a different level. I have ascended to a different level, the way I view things. But there are times that I still need to see my theta teacher, the one that brought me into this, that I still will see her. So there's always growth. And that's the beauty of it, because we're always growing. So, so in allowing yourself to be in the state of releasing, then you're going to become more in harmony with your life. And as you're in harmony with your life, you will expand into the capacity of receiving. So you will be more in alignment of receiving, and you are going to receive more than you can probably even imagine. And so I no longer live in that resonance of 2016. 2016, I had a lot of old things surface up. I had already been in the healing for 2 years, but 2016 was more like a revolution for me. A lot of old things surfaced up that needed healing. And so I moved on, and I'm in a different level of receiving. So spiritual growth doesn't just happen. It actually happens dimensionally. That is why I say that in my soul sessions, you are expanding and you will never be the same from each session. You keep expanding your awareness, your consciousness. You're no longer living with what I call blinders, or basically ignorance. You are living consciously. So all of these things is what helps you become open to receiving. And that is what I just want to share with you today, is give yourself the opportunity to receive, because there is so much out there for you. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can leave me any questions in the comments right now. This is just a brief topic I wanted to talk about, because like I said, it's very important for us to receive, just as we give, because it seems as though we are all givers. And yes, Sandra, I know it resonates with you. I tell you, it's just something that is real. And the thing is that instead of us receiving, we give. We give so much that we become tired. We become, we can become weak. We can become used, taken advantage of. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to find a balance from giving and receiving. But what I'm here for, the light workers, is for you guys to know that it's time for you to receive. And that is my one of my missions, is for you guys to be at that place of receiving. Not just giving anymore. We had our time of giving, of our advice, of our help, of our energy. But it's time to get compensated for what we do. Whether you're doing that now or you do it later, it's going to come. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I hope you learned something new. As long as you learn one little thing, that's my mission is accomplished. Because the more we learn one thing, I don't want you to expect to learn everything in one day. If we learn something new every day, that's just a golden nugget that you have tucked in into your energy space. So have a great week. I will get in touch with you guys. Keep the love coming in the group. We have a great group, and I am so excited and honored to be part of your journey. Namaste.